Asphalt 8. One of this generation's most played racing games hit the shelves, or more like the app stores, in 2013, and has been around since then. It is free to download on iOS, Android, and Windows-based platforms, so of course, the unfairness of a generic mobile free-to-play, pay-to-win game is expected to be present. But has it gone too far lately? Me and my mate Jack are going to explain you 10 reasons why Asphalt 8 is absolute rubbish today. This game hasn't got a difficulty setting and instead went on and adapted a car rank system. The car rank system is basically labeling certain vehicles with numbers and using it so you can find out if your current vehicle is powerful enough for the specific event you'd like to enter. Well, you can enter the event if your car isn't good enough, but the AI cars will simply beat the living shit out of you, no questions asked. While you're given the option to upgrade your cars if you'd like to get a massive and a better way of getting a better car rank, you should just buy a new one. The idea would actually be working if the game wouldn't crap on the player's shoulders. You see, the further you advance in this game, the higher the car rank is required by specific events. However, Asphalt 8 decided to take the car rank increase rates to extremely unfair levels, where you usually will find yourself in a situation where you just can't progress with the game because there are no new events to be played, and the ones you already have unlocked but have not completed are outright impossible. The only way out of this is simply grinding and replaying old events for about 1/3 of the credits and hope for the best. Now, if that car rank system wouldn't be bad enough, the AI cars are usually your biggest and most annoying aspects you'll meet throughout your journey. When they randomly crash, they usually crash in front of you, so you'll bump into their wreck, crashing your own car in the process too. In some other occasions, the enemy vehicles will simply try to sacrifice themselves and push you against the wall, not just slowing you down, but also wrecking you in the process in case you try to do anything about it. Of course, they escape unharmed from these situations. Or, if those things don't happen, then they're just simply going to get their infinite nitrous, get ahead of you, and disappear from the minimap if you don't wreck them in time. Yeah, the top 3 AI cars actually do that. All other AI cars are a piece of cake, but the top 3 are always more powerful on purpose. Oh, did I mention that they respawn ahead of their wrecks? Yeah, bullshit. Asphalt 8 introduces a dual currency system to the racing game market. Your Asphalt credits that act just like the in-game cash of Need for Speed World and your daddy's wallet. Let's start off with Asphalt credits. It basically is the in-game money you acquire when you complete races, events, or finish up with certain car collections. Early on in the game, the credits are actually taking a fair role, and you'll be able to smoothly progress up until you hit Season 4. Season 4 is where the game will start to become extremely unfair when it comes to currency, and this is where most of your early grinding will take place. By now you probably have realized that the cars in this game are ridiculously overpriced, and most require proper 24/7 grinding to obtain. Prices can range from only a few thousand credits to 3 million credits, making the Hennessy Venom the most expensive car in the entire game at the time this video was made. Now, in case you have no clue how much grinding it takes to obtain that 3 million heart desires, let me show you some examples. A normal early on event, when replayed, usually gives you amounts between 1,000 and 2,000 credits, while races towards the end of the game tend to give you 4,000 to 5,000 credits when replayed. You basically would have to repeat the exact same 3 minutes long event about 600 times while doing your best not to fail it. Just waste your time in something else. Most cars that are actually worth something are around 100,000 credits, but the Agera in the S-Class, which is one of the best cars in there, was 375,000 credits, for example. It took me 1 week to get it. The car prices vary a lot, and mostly not in ways you would like. Newer cars, however, mostly cost over 500,000 credits. Where are you supposed to get all these credits from? Well, the game doesn't care, but it doesn't help you with it either. Of course, you can just pay them with real money. Well, we'll get back to that later.
Pointless multiplayer. While multiplayer the way it is made in Asphalt 8 is indeed something that works, it doesn't redeem itself by any means. Mostly, you'll meet hackers with the fastest cars of their class, of course, maxed out and equipped with all 4 boosts, tuning kits which make them faster, a full nitro bar when the race starts, and an additional nitrous bar and double credits. Extremely unfair opposition doesn't just ruin the multiplayer, it also gives you a basic idea of this game's ridiculousness community. Apart from hackers, you also have people who intentionally press on the brake pedal at the start to get an early takedown and piss you off. Ramming, lag exploiting, and respawn points exploiting is also a big part of the whole concept. But hey, chin up. If you win several races in a row, you will get rewards such as a whopping amount of 3,000 credits or maybe even a free upgrade token for your current car class. While this all looks rather promising, you do get roughly only 1,000 credits per victory with lower class cars and piss poor rewards, or you will simply have absolutely no chance with higher class cars, as those lobbies are just filled with hackers altogether. Due to performance limitations, multiplayer races don't even appear on the iPod Touch 4G version of the game. It has no reason to exist anyway. Want to wreck other scrubs into tiny little pieces with your mates? Want to form a party of legit skilled players to punish all those cheating losers for their sins? Well, too bad. The game's multiplayer only includes matchmaking. There's no 1v1, there's no party system, there's no join your friends session system. Just playing against random people. Hackers. The game offers a local Wi-Fi multiplayer game mode, but it offers you absolutely no credits or any sorts of rewards. It's just there, not being clicked on by anyone, cause if you're playing this game, you're most likely the only person in your class doing so, as well as everyone else you knew gave up on the game permanently a while ago. So as said, the forced multiplayer's matchmaking system locks you in an unfair, unfriendly, competitive concept called multiplayer. Stay away from it. Trust me.
Since this is a free-to-play game, it cannot be without microtransactions. Asphalt 8 didn't actually implement a secondary premium currency within the game, but pulls the money straight out of your daddy's wallet. While this all is understandable, as lots of other games sold DLCs like this, but the way Gameloft does it is absolutely ridiculous. Premium cars have been there for quite a while, and their pricing has always been the main point of laughter when the game is being looked at. Basically, you have these premium car packs. There are some that offer you all cars from specific classes, and the prices of those packs usually range between £2 and about £20. But recently these 2 special cars packs have started appearing. I'm just going to jump into the middle of it. They expect you to pay 70 quid for 2 cars that are actually rather weak within their classes. Every time a new premium pack comes out, it becomes 70 quid, pushing the previous one's price all the way down to an extremely low amount of 35 quid. Just pause the video for a second and think about this. 70 quid for 2 cars that you don't need. Now imagine how many games you can buy from G2A.com from 70 quid. You could essentially buy all of the best things on sale at once from 70 quid. Think! Would you get like 15 decent games? Or would you get 2 unnecessary costs for a game that you're going to quit in a month anyways? The first thread ever on the official forum of Asphalt 8 is posted by a guy with an extremely wide vocabulary, I might add, who saw all this coming. I'm going to quote several sentences from his thread. I would like to know how you can justify charging 69.99 quid for 2 digital cars from the exclusive high-speed premium cars pack that, even after purchase, will require a lot more money spent to max them out. Do you even like your customers? Or is this respect simply part of your company dictum? Any goodwill that you may have built up by developing such a great game is rapidly diminishing. I don't have a problem buying credits from time to time, but don't cross the line, Gameloft. Regards, a soon-to-be ex-lawyer customer. So, let me explain you how events work. You enter the event with the required car or car class. If you don't have the car needed for the event, you can't enter it, simple as that. You usually get about 2,000 credits for completing the race itself, and an additional 2,000 credits the next day when the event is over and you've chosen to redeem your rewards. Some people use it just to farm money. Most people, however, attend events because they would like to win something special offered within the set event. The reward can change from credits, reserve power-ups, upgrades, or even cars, mostly new ones that aren't available in the garage yet. This sounds promising, and it's indeed a good idea to bring some sort of infinite flow of progression to Asphalt 8 so the people who have actually unlocked everything, I don't think people like that exist however, will have something to do with themselves, and it all will kind of encourage them to keep playing to wreck the leaderboards, because this all is based off of your lap time in the set event. Almost all events are only one lap and you can freely ignore your position in the race. The game mode strictly looks at your time, so this quickly turns into a global leaderboard based time trial event. The problem with this, however, is how they give the rewards away. You see, there are hundreds of thousands of people participating in these events daily across all platforms. Now, at least you would expect the top 10,000 to win something. Well, heck no. Mostly it's the top 10, the top 25, maybe sometimes the top 100 people winning things. I myself have the best cars moderately upgraded from every single class, and I can't say I suck at driving either. Still, getting into even the top 5,000 proves to be a proper challenge sometimes. So out of all those people on the SAT platform, only the top 10 people can win the car prize, for example, and out of those 10 people, at least 8 of them are dirty little cheating scrubs who are going to get banned within a week anyways. What I mean here is that doing events to be rewarded is simply pointless, as you also can see what sort of booster packs others have used. And the top 1000 usually have all 3 activated, so without spending any money you can't even have a little brink of chance of winning events. It's all broken by design as it is, because they want money. But respect to all who, however, did get into the top 10 without cheating.
We don't know what device your cheeky self is playing on, but our platform of choice here became the PC to play this on. You can call this a mobile game all you want, but this is officially ported to PC, so it is a PC game now. However, since it is a PC game, you would expect at least some form of graphical customization, so your machine would actually run with a higher frame rate than 20. Asphalt 8, since it's a cheeky game for cheeky people, provides you with absolutely no means of setting the graphics from ultra to high, because there isn't even a menu option for it. It's just non-existent. Like if there was a console, that is understandable, as it came straight from a mobile game onto your precious PC screen, kinda how Deus Ex The Fall works, except that The Fall looks like arse, this game looks like sex. But in case you were provided with a PC that isn't cheeky enough for your cheeky game, the newest so-called metal update is going to kick your graphics card in the nuts. They added digital distortion effects into the game that didn't just make the game look like arse, but also put in a lot more pressure on your video card this time. And of course, you guessed it, there's absolutely no ways of disabling that crap. Wonderful. Total Biscuit would even give this game a 0 out of 10. Hey, remember that game called Call of Duty and a bunch of other games out there? The devs picked a certain platform they wish to mainly develop for, and release additional content on their preferred system weeks, maybe even months before the other systems. Guess what? Gameloft has been doing the same with iOS ever since the iPhone has been released. If there's a new track released on the iOS version, it's only going to appear on Android about 2 weeks after, and it sometimes takes even more to appear on Windows versions, such as 3 weeks or even a month. However, the new cars are always coming out at the exact same time on all platforms, which means the entire update is sitting on your device to begin with, just isn't activated yet. Shameful.
So, you thought that Need for Speed Worlds had a terrible generic community? Well, you've thought wrong, mate. We have already talked about the people playing this. 70% hackers, most of them are complete idiots for everything apart from cheating. When banned, they instantly go on the Gameloft forums to cry them a river about how much they did not cheat, but in the end of the day, all of them did cheat indeed. Some others, however, are playing stupid, and that is why Asphalt 8 has almost no community, no YouTubers dedicated to it at the moment, no people talking about it, no people hyped about anything in it, just either pissed off ex-loyal customers or complete knobheads asking them to put knife party songs into the game on Gameloft's YouTube page. It literally has the most cancerous generic online community I have ever seen, and whoever is a part of that 30% of those people who actually aren't indefinitely stupid, my salutations to you, sir. You deserve a medal for not being a knobhead.
When the end of the side comes announced with the brick, your health is decide or run to the south.
The main reason behind the fall of decent mobile gaming, the leader of the mobile market, the company that determines the future of the entire concept of portable gaming. Gameloft didn't just invent mobile gaming, it also destroyed it firsthand. Remember when iOS and Android came out? Remember games like Asphalt 5, Nova, Modern Combat Sandstorm, Brothers in Arms 2, GT Racing Motor Academy? When it all started, they gave us full console quality gameplay, no DLCs, no microtransactions, fair game, fair price, fair deal. Gameloft realized that making the games free to download and being filled with ridiculous microtransactions is a better way of filling their pockets. In the past years, almost all of the smaller indie developers have moved towards this publishment tactic. Now look at what is happening to mobile gaming. The ages of decent, full portable games is over. Real Racing went free to play, Asphalt also did, Nova 3 also went free to play, GT Racing 2, and even Plants vs Zombies went free to play. And so much more games that should have been wrapped in a full price, full content package absolutely ruined by Gameloft's new ways of leading the pack. The main cause why Asphalt 8 is ruined is its publisher, Gameloft.